Okay, welcome back. I just wanted to make a very quick video because I forgot to mention this in the previous one. And that is about how, to me, it seems very suspicious that Will Duffy seems so convinced that he's going to see the 24-hour sun in Antarctica in the so-called TFE final experiment. Um, and look, everyone who's been into this flat Earth movement for years are obviously mostly quite conspiracy-minded people. Obviously, you have to believe in conspiracies, right? If they're keeping it a secret. So the part I can't understand is that now no one seems to be taking seriously the fact that this whole hit piece could be set up because they know they're going to see it, because they're going to fake it. How is it that people have been in Antarctica for decades and there's still no video of the 24-hour sun? Even Jaron on his channel did a lot of investigation into that. And he found that all the cameras in Antarctica all cut off at a certain time and then activated again. So even the videos that they show, which are supposed to be 24-hour, what are they called? Frame by frame. What do they call that? I forget the name now. When you make a video like frame by frame, like it takes a picture every 10 minutes or every half hour or something like that. Why are they not actually 24 hours? And why did none of them show the sun? And there was two famous videos that emerged over the last few years of 24-hour sun in Antarctica. They were both proven to be fake. So we know, let's look at what we know. What do we know? Let's deduce the logic here. We know that there's no videos of the 24-hour sun. We know that people have been making very good high production fake videos of the so-called 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Fake, provably fake. There's videos where they show where it's cut together, they spliced in layers of clouds and all that stuff. So high production fakes. Okay, we know that. Now we know that Jaron was the subject of a hit piece documentary on Netflix, which was obviously made just to make the flat Earth look stupid. And they were very successful at doing that, putting it on Netflix. We know that. Now we have this very suspicious guy, Will Duffy, who is direct lineage descendant of this dodgy guy. I'll forget his name now, begins with B. Whatever, we all know the guy we're talking about, the guy that passed on his pastorship to him. We know that he apparently, Zed, Zetetic Warrior, said on his video recently that that he had been involved in trying to destroy the flat Earth before. So we have this guy, Will Duffy, who claims that he's on the fence at first and that he just wants to find out, and it's all just altruistic venture of his to just see what's down there, see what happens. Yeah, that's what he said at first, and then a few weeks later, he's sitting and laughing with Fight the Flat Earth and all those globers, and laughing about how Jaron's going to see it and he's going to become a glober and how great it is, and they all seem totally convinced that they're going to see it. And notice something else very suspicious about Will Duffy, and that is that he never says. You see, something that I've learned over the years is that sometimes you can't work things out by what you can see or what you hear, but you work things out by what you don't hear and what you don't see. So, what do you never hear Will Duffy say? He never says, oh, well, if we go down there, we might not see the 24-hour sun, and that'll be it for the globe. Did you ever hear him say that? He never says that. He always takes the glober position. And that's highly suspicious as well. So anyway, so I think people aren't taking it seriously enough that it could be faked. You're talking about NASA here, okay? I've shown in my video here how to fake a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, all different ways they could do it. And that's just me just brainstorming for 10 minutes, you know. They could have a giant blimp that they have a light inside it. They could have some kind of rocket attached to a blimp. They could have some kind of, all kinds of things that they could do. And I mentioned this before, and people were saying, one of the things that came up, people were saying that, oh, well, you'll be able to see if it's not real or not. Now, let me just show you this video quickly. This is just a funny example I found of a spherical blimp.
Look at this. And I'm going to prove it to you.
So this is a video from many, many years ago of a giant spherical blimp. Now, I don't know about you, but if that had a light inside it and it wasn't made to look like a baseball, do you see what this is? It's actually being flown. It has engines on each side and it flies around and there's people inside it. Excuse me. So this thing, imagine it was just completely solid white, didn't have these lines on it. Maybe even they could paint some sunspots on it as well. It would look pretty convincing probably from a distance. And you could fill that with a really bright light. Okay. And I also showed in this video how, you know, you can buy a home, you could literally buy a torch at home that looks like this, which is almost as bright as the sun from a distance. So, I mean, if we can do that, I mean, this is the other thing in China. They sent up this rocket, looks just like the sun. So this is another example, looks just like the sun. That's a fiery rocket, okay? So let's logically deduce this. We know it can be done, okay? We know that they would love to kill the flat Earth. We know that Duffy has this strange duper's delight all the time. Like, he knows something. He knows they're going to see it. He keeps talking about it like it's matter of fact that they're going to see it. Think of all the players involved. You're going to a military base, basically, run by the military and NASA and all those people and what they call NOAA and all that stuff. So they're going to this place, which is, it's like they're literally walking into a NASA base. I mean, put it like this. It's like someone has invited all these flat earthers to go to a NASA secret base, yeah, and they're all talking like they're definitely going to see a 24-hour sun, and no one is taking seriously that they could fake it. They could absolutely fake it. You're talking about NASA. You're talking about people with unlimited funds, yeah. So they could fake it. Okay, they absolutely could fake it. And I'm not sure why people aren't taking that more seriously. Oh, that's why I didn't finish saying. Let me just finish with this. So basically, people were saying, or Jerem was saying, oh, well, we're going to look for the sunspots. And if we don't see the sunspots, then I'm not going to be convinced. You know, like this. I'm going to take some kind of infrared camera and I'm going to look at the sunspots and all this stuff. Yeah. Okay, well, put it like this. What if it's slightly hazy like this? Look at this video there. Look how it's misty, okay? You're talking about Antarctica. It's very, 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 very often misty, okay? Sea mist, icy sea mist everywhere, okay? So let me put this to everyone. What's going to happen if they go there and it's a misty day and they see this thing which looks exactly like the sun going round and round? Is Jiren and Austin, are they really going to say, oh, well, we saw this thing that looked exactly like the sun, but it was a bit misty, so we don't think it was the sun. Okay, that will make them look like total idiots. Okay, they can't win. The flat Earth can't win in that situation. If they fake it and they make it slightly misty, no one is going to be able to dispute it. Well, I mean, you can, but like I said, if Jiren says, "Oh well, we're not going to take that as evidence," yeah, then everyone that sees that will just think he's a complete fool. They're just going to be like, oh well, even a flat earther can go to the Antarctica and they can see the 24-hour sun, but they still don't believe it because it was misty that day. Oh, what an idiot! Wah, wah. Yeah, I mean, you can see all those videos appearing straight away, can't you? So they can't win. They can't win because if they could easily fake it, I predict this is what they're going to see: a misty sun going around them. They won't be able to see sunspots, but it will look exactly like the sun, and it will go round and round. That's my prediction right there. Okay, look forward to seeing what's going to happen.